Hello, Dr. Zaza, and welcome to our video presentation. Our topic today is the industrial relation system in Sweden. My name is Muhammad Akib, and joining me are four of my teammates, which are Lindy, Lavinia, Nirkova, and Sofialia. Together, we'll be explaining different aspects of how Sweden manage its industrial relations. Here is a general introduction to Sweden. It's the largest country in Northern Europe and the fifth largest in Europe by land area. With a population of about 10.6 million, Sweden is known for its strong environmental values, natural beauty, and sustainable development. It has a stable and innovative economy with a GDP of 590 billion USD and ranks among the top 10 most competitive economies in the world. The GDP per capita is high, around 55,500 USD, showing strong productivity and living standards. Sweden also supports global goals like SDG 8 and SDG 9 by promoting fair employment, clean energy, innovation, and modern infrastructure. The GDP and inflation charts on the right show stable growth and controlled inflation in recent years. Overall, Sweden is not just economically strong but also focused on sustainability, equality, and smart development. Okay, I'll continue to key economic drivers. Sweden's economy is driven by several strong sectors that support innovation and sustainable growth. In technology and startups, Sweden is home to global platforms like Spotify, which reached 678 million monthly users in 2024. This highlights the country's leadership in digital innovation. The automotive industry is another major driver. In 2024, Sweden registered over 269,000 vehicles, with 58% being electric or plug-in hybrids. Popular models include the Volvo EX30 and Tesla Model Y, showing a strong shift toward green transport. Lastly, Sweden leads in green energy. Over 41% of its electricity comes from hydropower, with wind and nuclear also playing key roles. This clean energy mix supports both economic growth and sustainability, aligning with SDG 7, 8, and 9.
Look at the Swedish industrial relations framework. In Sweden, bargaining is mostly decentralized. Trade unions and employee associations at the sector level make collective agreements. The government has a minimal role, allowing these groups to negotiate wages and conditions themselves. These agreements are then implemented at the company level. Next is the Swedish model. It shows a strong link between central collective agreements and the local ones. So there are some roles of collective agreements. First, defining pay and conditions. Collective agreements are the main way to set wages, working hours, and holidays. So there are no minimum wage laws. So this agreement will be very important. Next will be ensuring industrial peace. Once an agreement is made, both sides have to work to maintain this industrial peace. This means no strike or lockouts during an agreement period, which help keep things stable and productive. We move to the labor law overview in Sweden. First, the Employment Protection Act protects employees from unfair dismissal. If redundancies happen, it often lasts in first out. Next, co-determination means unions have rights to information and negotiations. Importantly, there are no strikes during an active agreement, which keep things stable. So regarding working hours, the standard is 40 hours a week with limited overtime. Overtime compensation is usually extra pay or time off. For paid leave, employees get at least 25 days of annual leave. Parental leave is very generous, with 480 days per child. So sick leave is also covered. Finally, gender equality is the legal requirement. There is a high number of women in the workforce, and these efforts are ongoing to close any remaining pay gaps to get more women into the leadership roles.
This slide covers trade union and collective bargaining, which is the principle of peace obligations, meaning no industrial actions during a collective agreement, where strike and lockouts require union approval and the National Mediations Office. As we can see in the slide, we see a distinction between output performance agreements focusing on result and local collective agreements with detailed terms. So finally, union memberships is significant with 6.9 million members, as you can see in the chart, in Swedish Confederation as of 2020, which here we can underlining their influence in the unions. This slide details employment trends and foreign workers. It highlights the role of foreign workers in Swedish economy, showing their significant contribution to filling labor gaps and economic growth. We also examine economic conditions where strong economies increase demand for foreign labor and employer hesitation, which can arise from integrations, concerns, or administrative hurdles. The data that show include statistics from SCB and the labor force survey for May 2025. This data illustrating the current trend in foreign workers' employment as of 2020.
Next, Malaysia and Sweden have a very different industrial relation system. Sweden follow a union lead with no minimum wages, fully negotiated through collective bargaining. In contrast, Malaysia follow a state-centric system with a legally false minimum wages and strong rely on collective agreement backed by law. Union density in Sweden is lower and fragmented, while Malaysia have a higher rate, about 70%, with a stronger union influence. Also, while Sweden limit worker participation, Malaysia offers stronger co-determination, including worker representation on company board. This difference reflect on our country's unique way of balancing labor right, wage setting, and industrial governance. From Sweden's system, Malaysia can learn several key lessons to improve our industrial relations. Firstly, we should move toward a more collaborative approach that encourage open dialogue between union and employee, not just rely heavily on law. Secondly, we can expand the use of collective agreement to cover aspects of working life, just like in Sweden, so both parties can negotiate fairer terms beyond what required by law. Thirdly, boosting participation in trade union employee organization is important. The stronger these networks are, the more effective our social dialogue and bargaining will be. Lastly, Malaysia should consider formalizing worker participation by creating structured platforms like employee reps or council, so that workers have a real voice in workplace decision. By adopting this element, Malaysia can build a more balanced, inclusive, and future-ready labor system.
Sweden industrial relations system play an important role in helping its economic growth and creating jobs, also supporting innovation. In Sweden, workers and employees negotiate wages together through collective bargaining. This reduces the strike and also keep the company economy stable. Sweden also has a strong labor laws and high union support. About 69% of people are working, and most of them have job security and fair treatment. A special part of Sweden's system is co-determination. Workers can join in company decision, and this improve the creativity and help company like Spotify and Klarna to grow. Sweden also support the UN goals, especially SDG 8, fair payment, safe work and equal chance. SDG 9, investment in energy, green energy, technology, digital system, and in short, Sweden showed that country can grow its economy while still caring for its people and environment. Sweden industrial relations system play an important role in helping its economic growth and creating jobs, also supporting innovation. In Sweden, workers and employees negotiate wages. To end, we learn that Sweden industrial relations system is mainly led by the union and employers, not just government. This gives the system more flexibility and help avoid conflict in the workplace. Because of this, Sweden is now one of the top 10 most competitive country in the world. The system support both business growth and worker protection, which lead to the better innovation and fairness. Malaysia can learn from Sweden by using sector-level bargaining, allowing workers to join decision, rebuilding union trust, and investing in the green energy and tech job. In short, Sweden showed that it's possible to grow the economy while still protecting the people, and Malaysia can do the same. That's all from us. Thank you. Let's submit it.